6 armed men kidnapped a Gqeberha woman in front of her husband. Police are searching for a 41-year-old woman who was kidnapped outside her workplace in Dilberti, Gqeberha on Friday evening. The victim has been identified as Rajathi Gnanaraj. According to Eastern Cape Police spokesperson, Captain Sandra Janse Van Rensburg, it is alleged that at approximately 6 p.m., Gnanaraj and her husband were in their vehicle in Old Grahamstown Road, Dilberti, when gunmen approached their car. Approximately 7 armed suspects approached their vehicle, and when victim refused to open her door, the suspects smashed the window. The suspects pulled the victim from her vehicle into a silver Toyota Corolla and drove off in the direction of New Brighton. Thereafter, the suspects got into a red Haval and drove off. The husband was left behind in his vehicle. Van Rensburg said the motive for the kidnapping is unclear at this stage. Police are investigating a case of kidnapping and are appealing to anyone who can assist in tracing her to contact SAPS Mount Road, Captain Elaine Matalamkamp 082 779 7186 or Crime Stop on 086 00 10111 or the nearest police station. All information is confidential and callers may remain anonymous. 2 weeks ago, a businessman also from Gqeberha was kidnapped outside his workplace. Kelvin Naidu, 51, was kidnapped on July 19th and rescued a few days later. He too had been kidnapped by balaclava-clad robbers who were traveling in hijacked vehicles. Police confirmed that there was a ransom demand made to his family for his safe release. On the other hand, 12 pupils at Pretoria High School for Girls found not guilty for racism allegations. The 12 pupils at Pretoria High School for Girls who were suspended following allegations of racism have been found not guilty in a disciplinary hearing. The school released a statement on Friday saying that because this matter was in a public domain, it would be remiss of the school if we did not inform the school community of the outcome of the disciplinary hearings. Last month, black learners reported that the white girls had set up a WhatsApp group chat to discuss them. The black learners further claimed that the principal and school's management team did not take action following their complaints and that white learners received preferential treatment from the teachers. On July 24th, the Gauteng Education Department confirmed that 12 pupils had been suspended. According to information at our disposal, on July 18th, the school alerted the Tshwane South District about a planned protest by a group of learners scheduled July 19, 2024, said Gauteng Education Department spokesperson Steve Mabona. This was triggered by alleged racial connotations, microaggressions, and complaints about black learners which were ventilated through a WhatsApp group comprised of white learners. A few days ago, the school principal, Philippa Erasmus, was placed on precautionary suspension by the Gauteng MEC Matome Chilone. The newly elected acting principal D. Stoffberg said that the pupils who were charged for misconduct underwent a disciplinary hearing. The hearing was conducted by a 3-person panel of the student governing body SBG as per regulations. The school said the panel was chaired by an advocate who is a co-opted member appointed by the SGB. The proceedings have been finalized and all 12 learners have been found not guilty on all charges. This also includes their prefect status. The school said the proceedings, which were recorded in a formal report, have been handed over the SGB. The school went on to say that they believe the process had been conducted in fairness and transparency. Coming out of this process, there are lessons for us all. Let us continue to work together to create an environment where teaching and learning can continue and every learner feels empowered to succeed. This school said that as they move forward from this chapter, they would continue to uphold the values of the school community. Meanwhile, police arrest 2 suspects linked to jewelry store heist in Chatsworth. 2 suspects allegedly linked to a Brighton jewelry store heist in Chatsworth on Friday were nabbed hours after the robbery. Police say the jewelry store robbery took place at a shopping center in Chatsworth on Friday afternoon. KZN police spokesperson Colonel Robert Nentwinda said information at this stage indicates that an unknown number of heavily armed suspects have stormed into the jewelry store and fired shots, one of which ricocheted and injured an unsuspecting civilian on the face. Nentwinda said police responded and a shootout ensued during a chase. A Metro police officer was shot and injured on the leg. He said the suspects were finally arrested in Umlazi. They were found in possession of 2 blood-stained gateway vehicles. He said a manhunt is underway for the other suspects who managed to escape. Investigations are also ongoing to ascertain if the suspects are part of a group that robbed a jewelry store in Phoenix a week ago in an accident where a police officer was also shot and injured. Last weekend, gunmen stormed Phoenix Plaza and robbed a jewelry business at around 11 a.m. on Sunday. The suspects, armed with AK-47s and other pistols and rifles, plundered various stores. A police officer and a civilian were shot and wounded during the Brighton attack. Police are investigating a case of business robbery. In November last year, a cop was killed following a jewelry store heist at the Pavilion Shopping Center. And that's it from Egypt's Crime. Stay tuned to ASA Crimes and Correctional Updates.